8th class and 9th class students, welcome back to St. Mark's online classes. This is myself Raju Prakash. Then I am teaching you moral science. Moral science is nothing but rules or values that changes our life, that drives our life for success. Morals makes us as good person. Morals changes our character, develops or builds our character and turns ourselves as a successful person. So that is the main aim of our lesson and our subject, that not only we will be learning more than this, is not for exam purpose or not for academic purpose alone, but it is for the development of your moral character, changing yourself into a better person. Right, today we are going to discuss our lesson here in moral science, a noble quality. Our lesson is nothing but a noble quality. What is the meaning of noble? Noble means what? Excellent, greater or best. So you all know about Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize is considered as the greatest prize. Why? Because it is the highest one. Noble, greater. So here we see noble quality. Noble quality is the greater quality. So in this lesson we will be discussing about one moral value, that is nothing but honesty. William Shakespeare says that no legacy is as rich as honesty. That means honesty has greater legacy. It means honesty is spoken greatly throughout the generations. See, for example, you might have heard many stories about many kings, and many kings appointing prime ministers, appointing people into their kingdom. The first quality or the first moral value, moral character that the kings or in the ancient days, or the leaders in the ancient days check for is honesty. They see whether this person is having honesty or not, whether this person is honest or not, whether this person is truthful person or not. They will check, then only they will appoint that person for a job, for a position. So even now also, in some areas, in some companies, in some places, along with your qualification, they check for honesty, whether this person is truthful person, whether this person is good person, whether we can believe him or we cannot believe him. So that is honesty. So the value that we are going to learn here is honesty. The value today we will be learning here is honesty. You can look into the board. What is honesty? Honesty includes integrity, truthfulness, straightforward, trustworthy, loyal. Honesty means, integrity means, all these are giving same meaning only. Integrity is truthful person. We can believe that person. If you say that person is, this man is honest, means we can believe, we can tell anything to him, or we can give money to him, he will save, he will protect that money. We can tell anything to him, he will protect that. So that is honesty. Truthful, straightforward. Honest people means they speak straight. They will not tell lies, they will not tell this and that. They speak straight. Trustworthy, we can believe them. Loyal, we can believe them. So that is honest. See, as a students, children should be honest to parents, teachers and elders. As your students, your children, you should be honest to your parents, should be honest to your teachers and elders. So here giving the actual meaning of honesty. What is honesty? Honesty means choosing not to steal. Choosing not to steal or not to lie, not to cheat, not to deceive. I am not going to steal, I am not going to take other person's things or other person's knowledge. See, stealing is not only taking things, copying also. If suppose you are copying from some person, that means you are taking some person's knowledge. that is also stealing. So I will not steal other person's knowledge or things. If you are not stealing, then you are honest. Then lie, I will not tell lies. I will be truthful, I will speak only truth. Then cheating, even in exams, in life, with friends, whatever may be, cheating. Sometimes you tell your parents, I am going for study, I am going for school, or I am going to meet my friend. But you will be wandering in streets, you will be going to movies, or you will be going to some shops, in parks, but you are not going to school. That is a cheating your parents. Deceiving also like cheating only. Saying something and doing something. So the person who is stealing, who is speaking lies, who is cheating, who is deceiving, that person is not honest. He is not honest. So you should not do these things to become honest. Then, if you are honest, if you have this value in you, moral value, it gives you peace of mind and self-respect. You don't have any tension when you are honest. You don't have any inside tension troubles. You will have peace in your mind when you are honest, and self-respect. You will have respect yourself. See, I did this. I can be courageous. That is self-respect. The last thing, honesty leads to lasting relationships. Means relationship with your parents, relationship with your friends, everything will be dependent upon honesty. If you are a good man, if you are speaking true, if you are not cheating, then that relationship will be developed. Otherwise, that relationship will break. So these are the important things about honesty. Today, we will be hearing a story. I will be sharing a story to you about this honesty. The story name is Honest Successor. So this is the story. We will be listening to the story and then we will take the morals from that story. So the story goes like this. Long ago in India, there lived a king. A good man, good king, great king. Many people respected him. Many people liked him. Because of his ruling, the people in his kingdom were very happy. They enjoyed the king rule and everything. The king got married. But he don't have any children. He don't have a son or a daughter. The king was very sad. They tried everything. They tried all kind of treatments. Medicines, everything they tried. But the king cannot get children. They did not get any children. The king was very sad. So as a father, he was very sad because he don't have children. As a husband, he was sad because his wife can't bear children. But more than that, he was sad because his kingdom will not have another king. When this king dies, when this king passes away, after him, there is no king to take care of the kingdom, to rule the kingdom. So the king thought, I will select a king now. I will select a person. More than a person, I will select a young man. I will select a young man and I will train that young man. But which young man I should select? That is the next question. Whom I should select? If the king declared, young man, everyone can come, who are eligible, everyone will come for the position to become a king, next king. But the king wanted a good young man, honest man. I told you, kings want honest people so that they will take care of the kingdom. After this king, the next man should be honest, so he will take care of the kingdom. So one day the king spoke with his ministers in the court and called everyone for a meeting. And everyone came for a meeting in the court of king. Then king declared, tomorrow all the young men in my country can come for an interview for the post to become the next king. So So what is the meaning of successor? The story name is successor. The honest successor. Successor means next person. Next one. So that is successor. So the king declared, I will select one young man in that interview and that man will become my successor. So the next day many people came, many young people came there. And they all were ready for the interview. Then ministers all there, then soldiers were making everyone to stand in their positions. Then everyone were ready, and at that time king arrived. King came and sat in his throne. Then king called one of his ministers. Minister, you come here. Then when minister was coming, minister had a bag. Minister had a bag. Then that bag full of seeds were there. What were there? Seeds. Seeds to grow plants. So the minister bought seeds there. Then the king called it one by one. One young man. One man came and he gave seed. Like that the king gave seed to every young man who came to that interview. Then the king told, after 1 year I will check your plants. You should take this seed, go, plant it, water it, and give whatever needed for the plant to grow. Then whose plant becomes taller, whose plant become tall, and whose plants have the flowers, and that person will become my next king. Whose plant will become taller and whose plant will have more flowers, that person will become the next king. So everyone took the seed and everyone went home. But there was a young man named Shem. This young man also took the seed. He went and planted. When he planted the seed, he waited for 1 month, he waited for 2 months, his plant is not growing. Then this young man checked, he went to his friend's house. His friend's plant is growing. Then his neighbor's plant is growing. Then other city people's plant, young man's plant are growing, but Sham's plant is not growing. He watered regularly, he gave everything that needed, but his plant is not at all growing. Then Sham was very sad, I cannot become king because my plant is not growing. Then everyone's plant is becoming big. They have flowers, good flowers, but my plant is not growing. What I shall do? Okay, even though the plant did not grow, I will try. So that Sham was trying. Then 3 months passed, 6 months passed, 9 months passed, 12 months passed, 1 year completed. Then the day came when everyone should bring their plant to king. They should present their plant before the king. And at that time, Sham also came. But Sham was very sad because his seed did not grow. Then everyone who looked at Sham, they laughed. Hey, you are waste. You cannot become a king. Why did you come? You get lost. Because even your seed did not give even small plant. How courageous you are coming to meet king. Get lost. Everyone are mocking. Every young man were laughing at Sham. Even ministers, soldiers, everyone was laughing at Sham. You cannot become king because your plant did not grow little size also. But Sham was very sad. He was very upset. He was crying inside. He was grieving inside. Then after that, everyone were ready for king. Then king entered. King sat in his throne. Then king said, "Everyone, keep your plant before the table." So everyone put their plant before the table. At that time, many people, they grow their plant. Many people plant become very big, very tall, and with good flowers, good flowers, and some plants began fruiting also. Then everyone are proud about their plant. My plant is big. My plant is big. My plant is big. Then at that time, king noticed everyone plant, and at the last table, he noticed a plant without any growth. He noticed a pot without any plant. Then the king asked, whose that plant is? Who's that one? Then Shyam stood up, sir, this is mine. I am sorry. I cannot grow my plant. Then the king asked other people, how you can grow, how you made your plants tall? They said, we watered regularly, we gave the nutrients, we took care and everything they said. Then king asked Shyam, why your plant did not grow? The Shyam said, sir, I also gave water, I also gave the nutrients, but my plant did not grow. Then the king said, I like the honesty of Shyam. Then Shyam will become my successor, Shyam will become the next king. When everyone was shocked, everyone were in shock, everyone was surprised. He did not grow a little bit also. Then how can king appoint him as next successor? Then at the time, the king revealed the secret. King said, 1 year before, I gave you seeds. No, the seeds are not real seeds, that are boiled seeds. I gave you each and every one boiled seeds. But you people took that seeds, you people planted, you said you planted, but actually boiled seeds will not grow. That's all, boiled seeds will not grow. But you people planted that seeds and you tried, but when that seeds did not grow, you are very greedy, you wanted to become king. So that's why what you did, you changed the seed, you grow your plant, you brought another seed. But for everyone I gave the boiled seed. But see Shyam, you are laughing at Shyam, but he is honest, he is truthful, he did not lie, he did not cheat, he did not deceive. The boiled seed, he took and he planted, he tried, but he cannot grow that. So then the king said that, king declared, since Shyam was honest, Shyam will become the next successor. Then when king said this, everyone was put to shame. Everyone were put to shame. Everyone went up. Everyone went, leaving that king's place, and everyone went. Then king appreciated Shyam for being honest, and the next day king sent him for training to become Shyam to become the next successor. And soon after that, Shyam learned all the knowledge and all the studies for a king. Then Shyam became the next successor of that beautiful kingdom. So children, what did we learn from this lesson? What did we learn from this story? A moral, a noble quality, that is honesty. We all know honesty is the best policy, we say. If you are honest in your work, if you are honest where you are living, in your job place, in your study place, if you are honest in your games, if you are honest in your sports, if you are honest in everything you do, you will be successful. So the moral that we can take from the life of Shyam is, truth and honesty gives success. Truth and honesty gives success. Then, determine to be honest. Try to become honest. Develop your character to become honest. Then be honest through thoughts, words and deeds. In your thinking you should be honest. In your thinking you should be honest. In your words you should be honest. In your deeds you should be honest. Means in your acts. Whatever you're thinking you should be honest. Honest thinking, not cheating thinking. Words, we should speak also honest words, not lies. The deeds, your acts, whatever you do, whatever work you do, it should be honest. So children, this is our lesson today, the noble quality. You should accumulate. You should accumulate this noble quality in your life. So let me recall whatever said in a capsule form today. We discussed what is honesty. We discussed that noble honesty is a noble quality. We also discussed a golden word from William Shakespeare. He said that no legacy is as rich as honesty. No legacy is as rich as honesty, because honesty is the richest legacy. That means if you are having honesty, you are a rich man. You are rich man not because of your wealth, not because of your property, and not because of your background, not because of who your father is. It's William Shakespeare said, you are rich when you have honesty. When you are honesty, it is the greatest legacy. So legacy means what? Some people say that my father is a great man, my grandfather is a great man. So they speak about father, grandfather, everything. So that's called as legacy. But here William Shakespeare said, you should not boast, you should not take pride in that. You should take pride in honesty. Honesty is the best legacy. It's the richest thing in the history. Then we also looked about the things about honesty. What is honesty? Honesty includes integrity, truthfulness, straightforward, trustworthy and loyal. You should be having this quality, then only you are called as honest man. If you are telling that I am honest, then you should have these qualities. If you don't have this quality, then you are not honest. Then children, because as a children, if you don't have this value, moral value, when you become adults, you cannot develop this value. It is very hard to get this value. So children should be honest to parents, teachers and elders. You should speak truth. You should not cheat your parents. You should not deceive them. You should not lie to them. So you should be honest in everything. In your work also, in your homework also, in your exams also. Honest. Honesty is the best policy. An honest person will be respected. Honesty means choosing not to steal, not to lie, not to cheat, not to deceive. I will not steal, I will not lie. I will not cheat and I will not deceive. I don't want others' things. Then only, see for example, sometimes some people they steal others' things. But when they steal, then when the person is searching for that, for example, if there is a class, for example your class, one boy stole geometry box and kept in bag. Then the other boy who lost that, he will be searching. At that time he will have fear. Who stole that boy? He will have fear. He will have guilty. He will be having pain. Why I did. Then he will have fear also. He will have tension also. So if you have all this, then it is very bad. So that's why they said if you have honesty, you will have peace of mind. If you did not steal others' things, you will be very peaceful. You will be courageous. Even though they said that you took my box, you took my things, you can be courageous. No, I did not take. You can be because of your honesty. Right? Then honesty leads to lasting relationships. Some people they cannot be good friends. Some people they cannot be good friends. They cannot be good partners, good workers, good colleagues. Why? Because they are not honest. So if you are not honest, you cannot be successful in relationship. That whatever may be with parents or with friends and grown-up people when they are married, honesty is the best thing. And for that, to support all these points, we listened a story about Sham when king declared in that country that all young men should come for an interview to become a successor because the king don't have any children to take place. Then at that time, what happened? Every young man in that country came for an interview. King handed over seed to each and everyone. At that time, everyone took that seed and king said, after 1 year I will check your plant, whose plant will be taller with flowers and fruits. That person will be my next king. Then at that time, everyone took their seed and they planted. And after 1 year, they appeared for the presentation before the king. Then at that time, everyone had a big tree, plants grown with flowers and buds, but only Sham's plant was not grown. And everyone mocked, laughed at Sham. But at that time, the king revealed the greatest secret, said that I gave you the boiled seeds. Boiled seeds cannot grow. So how you grow all your plants? Sham cannot grow his plant because he also got the boiled seed. But Sham is an honest man. That's why he did not replace the seed, did not take another seed. But you all are cheaters. You took another seed and you wanted to grow and you wanted to become king. You are eager, you are greedy to become king. But without honesty, no one can become king. So then the king declared, Sham will be my successor. Then Sham went for training to become a king, and after years he became a successful king of that kingdom. So we learn from the life of Sham and the king and the story that truthful honesty gives us success. An honest person will be successful in his life and determined to be honest. Try to be honest always. Be honest with your thoughts, thinking, words, speaking, acts, whatever you do. You should be honest. So this is our lesson. So we not just listen our lesson about honesty, but we also should take that character and they add into our life. We should try to be honest. If you are lying person, if you are cheating person, if you are stealing person, you should avoid all this. You may say, I am not lying. Any one time I will be lying. Any sometime I will be cheating. Very less I am doing this. Even little also you are not allowed to do. Then if you are having, you may tell in a year I will steal only one time. That means you are not honest. Complete honesty is not at all stealing, not at all lying, not at all cheating, and not at all deceiving. So I hope that you all will take this character and develop this, and you will be turned into an honest person in your school, in your society, in your family, so that you will be called as a model person in the society. Thank you for listening the class very carefully. Try to possess this quality. Let's see. I will meet you in the next class. Thank you. Have a good day.